You mentioned it. You think it's time to blow up the Jays. Why?
It is because people could say what they want, and people and the Jays could come out and say, no, I don't have a problem with Jason Tatum. Could say, I don't have a problem with Jaylen Brown, or Jaylen Brown could say, I don't have a problem with Jason Tatum. But it's in their body language. Like when Jason Tatum hit that big bucket down the stretch, go back and look on film and watch Jaylen Brown and how his body language was walking out of the corner. This is something that they go through every single time. It's not a lot of high-fiving. It's not a lot of chest bumping. When one is having success, the other one is not. And that's how it is. So as bad as we all would like to see it work, they can't coexist.
I hate this season, Wes.
Yeah.
Kyle, don't send this to the social team. I don't want this social clip. I'm angry. I'm hurt. Don't exploit me for social media views. I'm upset. Marcus Smart is the heart and soul of the Celtics team. It's like, we haven't had a heart and a soul in 18 months. So maybe that's part of the problem. We have no heart and no soul. We roll over and over again.
And that's why everyone's like, oh, Jason Tatum's a superstar. No, Jason Tatum's like the 18th best player in the league.
Give me 17 players better than Jason Tatum right now.
All right, okay. Steph, Kawhi, Anthony Davis, Dame, we're at 10. James Harden is 11, and now is here where it gets trickier. Would you rather have, I think Donovan Mitchell, I think Devin Booker have shown where they are. I think Ja is better than him. Now we're at 14. Chris Paul, I haven't mentioned. Now we're at 15. Paul George puts us at 16. Jimmy Butler puts us at 17. And Jason Tatum's 18.
Here's my take. I think that the secret, which is not a secret, is the Celtics have two players, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who are above average, and everybody else is kind of like below average. Marcus Smart is a defensive player who moves the ball, who's not a scorer like in any capacity. Al Horford is 55 years old, but like good for 55. And then like everybody else is like whatever, and it's a lot of one-on-one ball.
But Marcus Smart, like, look in the mirror, my man. Like, you're shooting 28% from three. You can't run a team. You're not a high-level point guard. I'm telling you, if you looked around the league, how many point guard situations are worse? How many wouldn't you trade?
So I mentioned this last time. Never once in my life that I ever thought in my head calling Marcus Smart a quote-unquote point guard. He's not a point guard. Never was, never will be a point guard. He's a basketball player with unique skill set. Who's a defensively oriented basketball player who once in a while can make a three, and he brings a pizzazz. But anyway, he's not a point guard.
Off the bench is where he belongs, right?
It happens every time. If I see something over and over, I'm going to believe it's true. I've seen Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown. I've seen them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They don't have the size. They don't match up with Philly or Milwaukee great situationally late in games.
Yep.
I've seen this. I don't buy Boston.
Collectively out. Couldn't be more out. It's a weird team. Doesn't work. Maybe they figure it out. I don't know. We're about 2+ years of a 500 team that doesn't seem to have a lot of attitude.
If you have the best player on the court, you usually win the series. And Boston Wilds, if they play Philly, will they have the best player on the court? Nope. If they play Milwaukee, would they have the best player on the court? Nope. If they were to play Brooklyn, would they have the best player on the court? Nope. I dare you to go against Jimmy Butler. That's your guy. That is your guy, Jimmy Butler. And this year, this moment, if they play Chicago, do they have the best player on the court? Flip a coin.
Listen, the bottom line is, and I've said this for a year plus now, and nobody wants to agree with me. I guess a lot of people don't. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown just don't play well together. They need a third guy.
You can feel Ime Udoka's, his seat's got to be hot. I mean, it's not right.
This early?
It's Boston, baby.
It's Milwaukee that we're talking about beating. It's Philly we're talking about beating. It's Brooklyn we're talking about beating. It's Miami we're talking about beating. Like, these are better teams.
Reject just one guy.
Like a guy who hasn't led his team to a title that I think could lead his team to a title, could be number one.
Yeah.
I would probably say Jason Tatum is that guy. I still believe in Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I would have gone Luka. That team's been a disaster for 2 years now.
He's been a disaster. Look at his efficiencies. I'm more noticing, oh, look, it's coming apart. Oh, look, that thing that was in the Eastern Conference Finals and got blocked at the rim by Bam Adebayo. One of those teams has gotten a good deal better since then. Another one just remains sort of stuck in this quagmire of not making the improvements that need to be made, while the Miami Heat, every year, they're putting up something that's better than what Boston's doing.
It'd be nice if Jason Tatum got better one of these years.